When you've had it with cold weather and are ready for a little beach time, the Fort Morgan Oyster Festival comes around in February at the Beach Club. The festival is the brainchild of 3 men who are also co-founders of Navy Cove Oysters. Fred Hunter takes us down Fort Morgan Road for a simply southern sample of some Navy Cove oysters.
They're loaded with selenium, they're loaded with zinc, magnesium, and they're getting all that from the seawater. So, you know, it's like having steak and salad all in one bite because you got meat and you got vegetable on the inside.
As if you needed another reason to visit Fort Morgan for the annual Oyster Festival.
We did the first Oyster Festival at Sassy Bass in the parking lot. And I learned real quick, when you say oysters and beer, everybody runs to it.
Eric Bradley's partners in the Oyster Festival and the co-founders of Navy Cove Oysters are 2 retired marine biologists from LSU, Dr. John Supan and Dr. Charles Wilson.
We're one of the few oyster farmers.
We were looking at this cove and I asked John, I said, can we grow oysters out there? He said, let's go look. And we walked out here and John said, this is a perfect site.
The bond was forged, as many are around here, over football.
Chuck walked in one day with an LSU shirt on, and I said, go Tigers, like we all do. And little did I know, 6 months or a year later, we'd be business partners.
So we put Eric to work and quickly realized his love for this and his ability to work hard on a farm, and we offered him a partnership. And so it was, 3 amigos moved forward to grow to where we are today. And just recently, Garrett joined us. And all businesses need to have a succession plan, and Garrett and Eric are our succession plan. So that's kind of the backdrop to Navy Cove Oysters and our history.
As the newest Navy Cove member, Garrett Newman shares a love for these delicacies.
We treat these as our babies. So right now we have 680,000 babies on the farm that we take care of every day.
The festival has outgrown the parking lot at Sassy Bass and has now moved down Fort Morgan Road to the Beach Club.
We have bands, we've got grilled oysters, stewed oysters, oyster spaghetti, any type of way you can eat an oyster. It is a nonprofit festival, so all our proceeds go back to charity. And all those oyster shells that we shuck go back into Mobile Bay for oyster restoration.
If you love oysters, the Fort Morgan Oyster Festival is the place for you. If you don't, sample some of these Navy Cove oysters and you might want to reconsider. And don't worry, we'll grow plenty more Navy Cove oysters that are simply Southern for Fred Hunter's Alabama family.
Of course, there are some folks who have never tried or say they don't care for oysters, but at Navy Cove, they encourage you to at least try one. Now, if you attend the February festival and discover oysters are not your taste, other seafood options are available, including selections from a local favorite restaurant, Sassy Bass.
You can get more information on the annual festival at fortmorganoysterfest.com and search for Navy Cove Oysters on Facebook to find out more about their operation. When Simply Southern continues, we'll talk about the struggle to keep our state, Alabama the Beautiful, with the person who just took the job to head up the cleanup efforts. Stay with us.
When it comes to getting you back to feeling right at home, Alpha is there by your side when you need us most. Handling your claims quickly. Because now is better than soon, and paid is better than pending. We make sure everything is taken care of, so you can get back to what matters most.
I'm Heath Clary from Greensboro, Alabama. I'm proud to be the Alabama Catfish Farmer of the Year. I've been raising catfish for 9 years, and I've been eating it longer than that. From fish fries to taco night, I've tried just about every recipe, and they're all great. Because no matter how you cook it, U.S. farm-raised catfish is always going to be fresh, clean, and mild. I make sure of that. Find the recipes and restaurants at uscatfish.com.
Welcome to Farm Bureau Bank. This is our lobby, and these are our tellers, our drive-through. With us, your local branch is you. you need the utility off-road version of those soft city bags. One that understands the freedom you need and the hassles you don't. So join us and enjoy the best of what life out here can be. Farm Bureau Bank, not just branches, roots.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Hey y'all, I'm Kim Earwood with Alabama Ag in the Classroom. Peanuts are popular plants here in Alabama, and they're the feature of Miss Kim's Book Corner this week. You'll learn almost everything you've ever wanted to know about peanuts in the life and times of the peanut. There's the life cycle of the plant, followed by the way farmers get those yummy treats out of the ground for harvest. You'll be amazed at all the possible uses for peanuts and interested to learn the ancient history of these legumes. To find a wide selection of accurate ag books, be sure to visit agfoundation.org/books. Miss Kim's Book Corner is brought to you by Alabama Ag in the Classroom. See you next time.